This illustration behind me is a quite accurate depiction of the current research system. It's a system permeated by inequalities. And although we've known about inequalities in research for 100 years, they are not disappearing. If anything, they are intensifying, and they affect the entire system. Inequality shapes what is being studied and by whom. It shapes the kinds of methods and theories that are considered legitimate. It shapes who collaborates with who, and it shapes who gets the fame and the glory. As you can see, it is quite often a white, middle-aged man, typically located in Europe or the United States. Yet despite this awareness, we still lack a clear understanding of what inequality in research actually is and how and why it emerges and persists. My PhD project is about understanding what makes this illustration look like this. In other words, what kinds of inequalities exist in research, how are they produced, and why do they endure? To answer these questions, I've conducted a systematic analysis of existing literature on inequality in research and complemented it with interviews with a wide range of leading scholars and policymakers. My findings show that inequality in research take many different forms. It is not only about gender and publications and funding, although these three elements are of course very important. Now we need to understand that inequality take many different shapes. It's also about language, access, hierarchies, networks, prestige, ranking systems, and many other factors. And crucially, we must understand that these different elements are deeply, deeply interconnected. And this helps us explain why inequality in research is such a persistent and complex problem. Inequalities often reinforce each other and reproduce existing patterns. And my research identifies those structural incentives and dynamics behind this process. And by making these mechanisms visible, it helps us move beyond vague calls for greater equality and toward more effective and targeted interventions. Because this illustration right here is not inevitable. It reflects how the system is designed, and systems can be redesigned. Thank you.